The Decade of Action offers us 10 years to get national programs in place to address some of the issues that have a major public health burden. That is to get people to wear helmets, to wear their seatbelts correctly, to not drink and drive, to not speed, and to put their children into car seats. These are not very expensive interventions, they're not very difficult interventions. They involve passing laws and enforcing the laws and getting the public on board through mass media and social marketing campaigns. So in 10 years we hope that we'll be able to see some reductions in the numbers of road traffic crashes around the world.
We're really very positive about this because this is going to give the required impetus which it needs. Because once this decade thing comes up, people who are till now not talking about road safety, they would also join in. So I'm really, really hopeful that things would improve with this.
I hope that this meeting will do its job, and we have hopefully all the 80 participants from around 50 countries to work, to coordinate together, to cooperate together in order to lowering the casualties and fatality from road victims. And on personal level, I hope that my country will also have better road infrastructure, and we have more law enforcement in order to also to lower the casualties and fatality from road accidents.
We're hoping to carry a lot of key learnings from this conference back home and get support, global support for this very, very crucial social issue, a socioeconomic issue that a lot of governments, even especially in developing nations, don't seem to comprehend the far-reaching implications without intervention strategies. So we look forward to being a part of it, and we look forward to sharing knowledge and learning from those who have successfully and continue to try and implement interventions into saving lives and preventing injury.
We're trying to work on positive peer-to-peer communication approach, and Facebook remains, Twitter as well, remains very positive communication because it creates some kind of friendship, and for this cause we're all fighting for, we can also try to bring things together and fight against it together.
We have increased 28 people has been saved because of the new legislation from September to December. I know maybe it's a low quantity because we have 1,400 people dying every year in my state, but I think it's too much because one life is one life.
Just want to try to open up our government eyes to see about road safety condition in Indonesia.
These meetings are very important because we see that there are many organizations working for the improvement of road safety in the different countries, and of course there is a real need of collaboration to exchange the information, the good practices, and this is really the occasion to meet colleagues, and also this is the occasion, I think, perhaps to create a global alliance.
I'm hoping that the Decade of Action will help in reducing the fatalities on our roads, that it will help in alleviating the plight of road traffic victims, that there will be some kind of a recommendation from the World Health Organization or from the UN as to maybe a minimum standard for collision investigations and for informing families of the facts surrounding the collision in which their loved one has sadly lost their lives. I think it's the least that the families of such victims deserve, is to be kept fully informed.
My message is zero alcohol for driving, because even a tiny bit of alcohol affects driving skills, but also to be very careful. If you're walking and you've been drinking, you have to be careful because a lot of the deaths are actually from drunk pedestrians. So let's be responsible and all work together. We can make a difference.
I'm very optimistic because history shows that something can be done. And if we join forces, everyone, governments, NGOs, individual citizens, we can make a difference and prevent a lot of victims in traffic.
not only me, but a group of people who have founded this association are fighting to avoid, to try that in the future, and not a very far away future, nobody dies as a consequence of traffic accident in Argentina. This seems to be an utopia nowadays, but we think that it's possible, and we have to fight to achieve this important goal.
Well, let's make it happen. As the poster behind me says, together we can save millions of lives. I think we can really do that. I mean, just by driving more careful, by looking around, by just also, if we see things in the roads that do not make sense, just contact your local authorities, work with them in a positive way, and just try to solve it rather than say oh, we can't do anything, nothing can happen. Things can really happen very easily. You need to put some energy in it.
My personal message is that with the decade, with the decade of action, which will be launched at the 11th of May, I ask to all the youth in the world to engage themselves to reduce accidents all over the world. Youth, we can.